Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Invasio Barbarorum. Now, some time has actually passed between the last episode and right now. As you can see, the year is 433 AD now. We have a big pile of money, 17,000. We'll have a bigger pile of money next turn, 22,000. And Vortigern is still not dead, surprisingly. He's 64 years old, so he's literally about to kick the bucket, I imagine. But he's still the king, and his little pagan revolution is well underway, actually. We've got Ibiricum's well on the way to becoming pagan. It's 46% pagan. It has I believe a temple of Sol Invictus built in it, which is brilliant. Venta Icenorum has had its church knocked down and is replaced by a shrine, which is now upgrading to a temple. Londinium's church has been knocked down and is being well, I don't know if it has been knocked down yet. Actually, yeah, it has been replaced by a shrine of Sol Invictus. It's also upgrading eventually to the next level of settlement because the population is now 12,000. Unfortunately, I have to build a forum before I can build the next palace, so that's going to take a while and it's probably going to piss some people off. And Iscus church has been knocked down and it's being replaced by a shrine to Sol Invictus. So yeah, it's going pretty well, better than I thought it would. Actually, mostly due to Vortigern having brought him down from Camelot, which is now being ruled by Madrun. Because he's a pagan and everything, he gets plus 5% pagan conversion and a whole bunch of crap like that. So, yeah, he's helping a lot with this whole conversion business. Like, as you can see here, just in Ibiricum, the paganism conversion is like plus 30%, which is ridiculous. So, we're getting there. We're getting there. Meanwhile, the Franks are stomping all around Gaul. There are armies all over the place that I keep losing track of. And they've also conquered this province here, which I don't know if we even can see the settlement for. Germania Prima. Oh, right, okay, so yeah, they've got this settlement here. Augusta Treverorum, in addition to their capital in Colonia Agrippina. So now they control all of this province down here. It's a little bit spotty on the map because it's not been revealed properly in addition to all this. So yeah, the Franks are kicking ass.
At your service.
I got blocked in the Alps when I tried to send my diplomat down there because there's a bunch of Burgundii sat there because the Burgundii have captured Arelate down here. Which they did do historically, actually. That's the Burgundii actually kind of went and captured all this kind of area here, which eventually became Burgundy, you know, in the Middle Ages, hence the, you know, the name. So yeah, the Constantini are getting completely and utterly smacked around by the barbarians, which I'm not mad about at all in the slightest. I'm still poking around in Saxon lands at the minute. I still don't know where their fleet is. The time is coming though when we will go raiding against the Saxons, though, I think. It will be quite soon. I'm still waiting for this whole religion thing to get out of the way first, and then we'll think about going on some raids, because we've got enough troops for it. But unfortunately those troops right now are being used to police my own settlements. But eventually, we will go raiding, we'll go kill some Saxons, loot their towns, burn their cities to the ground, pillage, rape, and generally make a big mess of Jutland and, yeah, Geminius here. So yeah. That's all there is to really report. I'm doing a lot of off-screen really here because all it seems to consist of is building buildings and pressing the end turn button. And that's not very interesting to watch or particularly easy to commentate on. So that's why I keep kind of going off camera every now and again to do some more stuff, which is probably what I'm going to do now. I'll come back when something interesting happens and or Vortigern finally kicks the bucket because he's about to. He really is. So yeah. Till then. I'll see you all pretty damn soon. In fact, we'll probably be in the very same video, so I don't know why I'm bothering to say goodbye. So, yeah. Okay, so what's been happening? What's been happening? The year is 437 AD. Vortigern is still alive somehow at age 68. He must be about to die any second now. I mean, seriously, this is ridiculous. I mean, his stats are fantastic, but Christ, really? Like, even Vortimer's starting to look old. He's 52 now. And he's his son. That's ridiculous. Madrun's got a big white beard. He's 50. I mean, come on. Well, in the meantime, I've been trying to repopulate Camelot a bit more. It seems to be going alright. We're at population 9,000 now, and we need 12,000 for it to expand. Londinium has expanded. It's now a large city, which means we get access to the Comitatus barracks once we've got enough money to build it. Which also means we get access to British legionaries, these guys here. Melee attack 10, missile attack 10, total defense 30, which is ridiculous. Utterly, completely, ridiculously ridiculous. That's insane. These guys are seriously powerful. Abilities at a glance. Eagle inspires nearby troops. Uses a missile weapon before charging. Combat bonus in woods or snow. Excellent morale. Good stamina. Can sap. British legionaries are equipped and fight in the same fashion as proper Romans, and indeed they see themselves as being Roman rather than British. They are hard, dedicated warriors determined to defend their people and homes. These are men who fight in the old Roman way, shoulder to shoulder against any foe, relying on discipline and good drill to get them through a battle. Although not up to the standard of Caesar's legions, they can certainly fight. As a result, they are often quite successful against less disciplined barbarian warriors. Historically, Britannia was abandoned by the Roman army before the emperor actually cut the island off from any formal military support. The vacuum created was filled by a variety of locally raised soldiery, some of whom were every bit as effective as true Roman forces. So there you go. We'll have these guys soon. And yeah, trust me, those stats are amazing. They have high upkeep cost, mind you, but they are amazing. They are going to wipe the floor with the Franks when the time comes, and even the Saxons for that matter. Speaking of whom, though, we're just about ready to start going on our raid. We've got a nice army here gathered under Senianus, who himself is also getting on a bit. He's age 45. He's had a son who's come of age in the meantime, Glazobrin Sanctus over here, who's been put in charge of Ireland. He's pretty good on the whole, I guess, as much as you could expect from someone who's age 19. But he's also pagan, which is good. Most of our governors are pagan. The only Christian I think we still have, there's only two of them, they're being Madrun and Senianus. Those are our only two Christians left, everyone else is pagan. So, oh yeah, here's another son of his, Gorter and Sanctus. He's in charge of London. He's also a pagan. We've got Cocolitanus Vledic. I don't even know, but anyway, yeah, he appeared out of somewhere. I think we might have married off one of Vortigern's daughters to him or something, but anyway, he's not too bad. He's got a command star, he's age 25. I just dumped him in here because he's a pagan and would increase the conversion rate for Iscus Solirum. We're stubbornly holding on to Christianity for now, but as you can see, the paganism conversion rate is plus 25% versus 5% for Christianity. And the only reason there's 5% for Christianity is because that bandit warlord in the area, in like North Wales, who's still hanging around somewhere but we can't see him, he's Christian apparently. I can only that's the only reasonable explanation for why that's there. So he's hanging around up here somewhere, preaching Christianity, which is very irritating. But anyway, I'm going to ignore it for now. Londinium's almost completely Christian. I mean pagan, not Christian. What am I on about? Ibericum's 94% pagan. Venta Isonom's kind of being a bit more stubborn about it, but they're eventually going to cave. They're 64% pagan, so it's going quite well. The whole conversion to paganism thing was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. Although Londinium caused me a lot of problems for a while because its official religion stayed Christian even though it got to this point. And I was really confused for ages because it was creating loads of unrest, and then I realised that the necropolis we built right at the beginning of the Let's Play actually converts to Christianity. And that was causing, and it counted as a religious building, and therefore it was causing this place to be officially Christian even though it was, you know, 80% pagan. So once I destroyed that, obviously everything sorted itself out, you know. So anyway, yeah, on the whole we're making lots of money. Our towns are pretty happy. If you look at them, they're all green. It's amazing. Oh, apart from Iscus Solirum, they're content. But anyway, yeah, it's going pretty well. Even Camelot, who are being a bit of a handful right now, are doing okay. I'm building some stables at the minute just because it has a public orbital bonus to happiness. They're doing quite well population-wise, like I said. Hopefully once we get this place expanded, it'll be a lot easier to control. It also has stone walls. It's our only settlement with stone walls, because stone walls grant a law bonus, and I was running out of things to build there, so I built some walls. I feel like I should put some stone walls around Londinium, really. It looks a bit odd with just that little wooden wall around it. But yeah, Londinium's a large city now, which is kind of awesome, really. Mightily big. An easy match for any of the big cities in Gaul or northern Italy, I think. Hopefully, anyway. We're getting there, at least. In any case,
General!
I'm going to end the turn, because yeah, we're training one more trireme, just for the sake of insurance. Still no sign of the Saxon fleet, which kind of worries me, but also maybe they did just disband them, because I've not seen them for years. Franks are still kicking ass, obviously. You can see on the map here that they've actually got quite a bit of Gaul.
At your service. Secrecy is assured.
I don't know where exactly they're headed next. I think it's this way, perhaps? If I just...
move, sir. Your honor.
This way, thank you.
Assured.
I think they're going for this place.
Secrecy is assured.
The walls for it are damaged anyway, so it's clearly been attacked at least once. So yeah, the Franks are kicking ass, which is fine. I hope, anyway. Like, it could turn out the Franks have really good troops, and we have a tougher time with them than we would have with the Romans, but I don't think that's really going to be the case. The Romans definitely have better infantry. These guys are just suffering because they have a terrible economy, and they're just being surrounded on all sides. So, Western Roman Empire is not anywhere close to collapsing yet, though, unfortunately. And God knows what's happening in the east, because I have no map information for over here whatsoever. I'm probably going to have to send my diplomat down there soon. In fact, where is he? I think he's hanging around in Gaul. He doesn't really need to be.
Master?
So, if he might just die of old age before we even manage to get him over there, but I'm going to start making a journey into the east and see if we can get some map information off like the Eastern Empire and stuff, and see how things are going down there. Because I keep getting messages about how they're, you know, they've gone to war with the Lakhmid Arabs, and they've made peace with the Lakhmid Arabs, and I don't know what's going on down there, but it sounds interesting. You know, like we found out before, the Perse-Armenians are apparently dead, so, you know. Anyway, I'm just going to take a quick break here, and when I come back I'll end the turn and we'll get started on our epic raid of the Saxon lands, and hope it doesn't fail abysmally and we get sunk halfway there. Alright, okay, let's go do this. Oh, well, one more thing before I hit the end turn button I forgot to mention is I built a couple of ballistae, which will be incredibly useful in enhancing our raiding capacities, because the ballistae will allow us to just blow down the gates of these settlements with huge giant metal arrow missile things, instead of having to stand around for a turn building battering rams. Because my plan is to sail across the North Sea, then land here at Vicus Saxones because it's really poorly defended, jump out of the boat, march over there, bash down the gates with the ballistae, charge in, sack the settlement, jump back on the boat where we're safe again, and then wait for these guys to react, basically. And if they send troops up here, then we'll jump out again and we'll attack Lille here, and then sack that as well. I believe those are the only two Saxon settlements, so if we can sack both of them, they'll either take them back pretty easily, or so both settlements will actually rebel, because I'll put the tax rate on very high and have no garrison there or anything. So you know, either they'll take them back or the settlements will rebel, which will take them away all their cities and force the Saxons to go into horde mode. Which could be kind of hilarious, because they could just then go on a bit of a killing spree throughout Gaul or Germany, and you know, just cause problems for other people, basically. So I'm curious to see what comes of this. But anyway, that's the general plan. So let's do this. Right, we made 3,500 gold in that turn. One of Sanianus' sons got married, apparently. Karatika's got a famous courtesan. Pervy old man. Built a trireme, and the Lakhmids and Huns have an alliance in tatters. I didn't even know they were allied in the first place, to be perfectly honest. Blatant adulterer, mistress, famous courtesan. Yeah, he's a bit of a pervert, this fella. 68 years old. Vortigern's 68 as well. Neither of them have died yet. It's utterly ridiculous. Right, let's move you guys towards Camelot. Can't wait to disband these guys and make the population there jump up. Right, and then we'll move this trireme here. Imperator. Sanianus, my friend, you can jump on this boat.
Joining the fleet, sir.
And best of luck to you.
Yes, Captain.
You and Admiral Constantine, apparently. So, yeah, well.
Yes, Master.
Here we go.
Yes, Master.
What can we do with you? I guess you can go stand over here and spy on stuff.
Assured.
Oh, that's a big stack of West Romans. That's interesting. They mostly consist of militaries, though, which is a bit pitiful, but I don't think they can afford anything else at this point. Franks are still marching around doing whatever the hell they please.
At your service. On my way.
Interesting. The Franks, of course, needless to say, did conquer Gaul in real life. I mean, that's just how it happened. That's how it went down. Because the Franks became what is now... You know, they founded the Kingdom of West Francia over here, which then became France. So, yeah. Ironically, the French are descended from the Germans. Anyway.
Aye, Captain.
Is there anything else to actually do this turn? I suppose we could... Ah, yeah, we can build this Comitate's barracks. It'll take nearly all of our gold, but it's definitely worth doing. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, isn't it? I'll just end turn, I guess. How's religious conversion doing? Very, very well. Good. Yeah, same over here. Paganism, 51%. It's officially the majority religion over there, then. Which is good. Good, good, good. End turn. In fact, honestly, right now I'm more worried about pirate fleets of rebels than I am the actual Saxon fleet, because that seems to have disappeared into thin air. And one of my characters died, apparently. No prizes for guessing who it probably was. The Ecumenical Council has met in Chalcedon and refined the Church's creed concerning the person and work of Christ by voting that after all the arguments had been considered, he was truly man and truly God. The Council also decided to raise the status of the Patriarchy of Constantinople by giving it authority over Pontus, Asia and Thrace. Fascinating. Caradicus is dead, finally. Iscus Illyrium. Popina, the Ventris Norum's large temple was finally built. They really need it now, honestly, but it's built anyway. Camelot has its auxiliary stables built. How are you still alive? You're 69 years old. I've never had a character in Rome Total War 69 years old before. Never. I think I'm pretty sure he's hard-coded to die at 69. I don't think characters can actually get to 70 years old. Yeah, there we go, look. Free People's Navy. What did I tell you? Little buggers. They just spawn randomly all over the place in this game. I hate it. It's seriously annoying. I wouldn't be so bothered if this game actually had naval battles, but it doesn't. So it's all auto-resolved and it's rubbish. So we'll just have to try and sneak by them, I guess. We could probably take them in a fight, honestly, but I'd rather not take the losses or just risk it in general. So we'll just go that way. Right, that's taking another 3 turns. What can we build here? That would help us. Stables, like an academy, Taberna, I think, probably a good idea, yeah. Cool for it. Buracum. Build one for you as well. Camelot. Build a Temple of Sol and Victors, but it wouldn't actually have any effect in terms of population's happiness, which is kind of irritating. Since that's the main reason I want to build the damn thing. Same over there. Look at that, Iscus Illyrium. There's loads of buildings we could build in Iscus Illyrium, but unfortunately we don't have the money for half of them. So I guess I'll just hit end turn again. That seems to be what this game consists of at this point in the campaign. Lots and lots of end turning. It's already 438 AD. I can't remember what the start date for this was. 411, 410 AD or something like that? Yeah, here we go. Stupid suicidal idiots. Yeah, clear victory. Go home. And Matuginus Ledic. Age 23, pagan, confident commander. No, go away. End of turn report. We got some more money, and this guy's path was blocked. That's just unacceptable.
Honor. Yes. Your honor.
There's so many goddamn armies and cities around in northern Italy. It's almost possible to navigate with a flipping diplomat. It's actually quite annoying. But anyway, never mind. What's going on here? Exactly. Those Western Romans have buggered off. To where, I do not know. Everyone's kind of faffing around, really. There's no actual armies anywhere. It's just lots of people standing around in little stacks. Whatever. Creative inertia, I think Sir Humphrey calls it. Brilliant. We're within striking distance at last. Right.
Set sail.
We'll go hang around off the coast there, and then next turn we'll jump off the boats and then actually attack.
Fleet ready.
I think. Yeah, that's what we'll do, I think. So I just want to conserve movement points. Besides, I don't think I can actually go ashore with these guys now anyway, so there you go. 2 more turns, then we can have legionaries. Then the next phase of our evil plan will commence. Well, not quite, but it will soon enough. Ideally, I'd like to get another city which is capable of building those guys as well. Maybe Illyricum. I don't know. Population 10,000, 10,000. I don't know which one's gonna expand first. Honestly, there's population growth there, 2.5 and 1.5. Yeah, it's probably going to be Illyricum then. Although I generally have been using Illyricum to recruit, levies to go and repopulate Camelot. So Illyricum's pretty stunted. Like, because you remember at one point it was bigger than Londinium, but it's not now. So it's because of this. Speaking of which. Disband. It's brought the population of Camelot up to 10,000, which is pretty damn good, honestly. Anyway, end turn. And we've gone over the way over the goddamn limit for this episode. Never mind. Never flippin' mind. I think Vortigern just died finally. Never mind. Anyway, you're actually quite good. It's just you're a Christian and you're old. So, go away. Yeah, there we go. He's dead. The king is dead. Long live the king. Anyway, on that note, I shall leave you now, because I've gone over time on this episode, and I don't really like doing that. So anyway, next time, we're going to go raiding. Hopefully. And I guess we'll figure out what to do with Madrun now. He's the new king. But anyway, until then, thanks for watching, and